Today, we're going to explore a topic that I believe has been drastically under-discussed, yet has an enormous influence on your brain, your body, and your daily well-being: stress relief that starts in your gut. What if I told you that the way your body and mind respond to stress, how anxious you feel, how quickly you recover, how much resilience you carry, can be profoundly altered the microorganisms living in your gut? This isn't a metaphor. This is neurobiology. In this lecture, I'll walk you through G, the gut-brain axis, and its impact on your stress response; J, how the microbiome influences cortisol; JBA, serotonin and inflammation; X, the specific foods and behaviors that support gut-driven emotional resilience; X, and how to build a science-based, gut-optimized routine for stress relief. Starting today, before we dive into the gut, let's talk about what stress actually is. Stress is not just mental. It's a whole body response involving the J activation of the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, HPA axis, X release of cortisol, and epinephrine heightened amygdala activity, threat detection. Threat edge. Suppression of digestion, reproduction, and immune regulation, all of these are adaptive short-term. But in modern life, we don't face a saber-toothed tiger. We face each I, endless notifications; G, traffic; S, financial worry; X, conflict; J, sleep disruption; J, constant stimulation. And all of this results in chronic stress, leading to fatigue, brain fog, anxiety, inflammation, and eventually burnout. Now here's where the gut enters the picture. You've heard the phrase, gut feeling. That's not a poetic metaphor. It's biological fact. Your gut and brain are connected via the gut-brain axis, which communicates through 1, the vagus nerve; 2, the immune system; 3, the endocrine system, hormones; 4, the enteric nervous system, the second brain; 5, the microbiome's gut bacteria. The gut contains over 100 million neurons and produces over 90% of your serotonin, around 50% of your dopamine, and multiple neurotransmitters like GABA, acetylcholine, and glutamate. But even more critically, the microbiota, the trillions of bacteria in your gut, influence how your body produces and responds to stress hormones. Here's what the research shows. 1, healthy gut bacteria dampen the HPA axis response, meaning you produce less cortisol in response to stress. 2, certain bacteria like Lactobacillus rhamnosus increase GABA receptor expression in the brain, promoting calm. 3, diverse microbiota reduce neuroinflammation, a key contributor to chronic stress and anxiety. 4, some bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, ESSCFAs, like butyrate, which cross the blood-brain barrier and reduce anxiety. When your microbiome is diverse and balanced, you have lower baseline inflammation. Your brain receives calming signals. You recover faster from stress. When it's damaged, stress responses intensify, like inflammation increases. You become emotionally reactive, not resilient. Modern life destroys gut health through ultra-processed food, lacking fiber, filled with emulsifiers, antibiotics, necessary at times, but overprescribed, artificial sweeteners, sucralose, aspartame disrupt bacterial balance. Low plant diversity, lack of fiber starves good bacteria. Chronic stress itself, Yes, stress harms the gut, which makes stress worse. This creates dysbiosis, an imbalance in good vs bad bacteria, which triggers gut permeability, leaky gut, inflammatory cytokine release, amplified anxiety, a lowered stress resilience. So the key question is, how do we repair the microbiome to build stress resistance? Let's get into the tools. The one way to build a resilient microbiome: feed it a wide range of plant fibers. Each type of fiber feeds different bacteria. The more diverse your plant intake, the more robust your microbiome ecosystem. Protocol: eat 30 EPS plant types per week. This includes fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, whole grains, herbs, and spices. Track them weekly. Rotate them. Think variety, not perfection. Fermented foods introduce beneficial bacteria into the gut and increase microbial diversity. Top options: plain kefir, live, culture yogurt. Sauerkraut, kimchi, miso. NATO A 2021 Stanford study showed that adding just 2 servings per day significantly reduced markers of inflammation and increased microbiome diversity. Protocol: 1 to 2 fermented servings daily, rotating types each week. Not all probiotics are equal. Many are not clinically backed. But several strains have shown strong promise in reducing stress, anxiety, and cortisol 1. Lactobacillus rhamnosus JB-Win reduces JBA, related anxiety 2. Bifidobacterium longum 17-fold modulates cortisol and increases calm 3. Lactobacillus helveticus Bifidobacterium bifidum improved stress resilience in students' protocol supplement with clinically backed strains. Or consume fermented foods that include them. To build stress resilience, remove what damages your gut. Avoid emulsifiers found in processed sauces, ice creams, dressings, artificial sweeteners, especially sucralose and aspartame, overuse of NSAIDs. Ibuprofen damages gut lining, alcohol in excess, low fiber, high sugar diets if possible. Space antibiotics far apart and support with prebiotics and probiotics. Your gut-brain link depends heavily on vagal nerve activity, part of the parasympathetic nervous system. Better vagal tone, faster recovery from stress. Tools to stimulate the vagus nerve: a physiological size of inhale, second inhale, slow exhale, cold exposure, cold showers or face dunk, humming or chanting, yoga and deep nasal breathing, a lauder and social connection, gut health EPS, vagal activation, stress-proof biology. Polyphenols are plant compounds that feed good bacteria and reduce oxidative stress. Found in berries, especially blueberries, green tea, olive oil, dark chocolate, 85% red cabbage, gonions, and garlic. Protocol: include 100 to 2 polyphenol-rich foods daily. Here's how a gut-optimized day for stress relief might look: morning, warm lemon water plus sea salt, movement in sunlight as walk or stretch, protein-rich breakfast with fibers, eggs, greens, avocado, mid-morning, green tea, handful of walnuts, pluff, blueberries, lunch, quinoa bowl with salmon, kale, kimchi, and tahini, glass of water with probiotics or plain kefir, afternoon, dark chocolate square pumpkin seeds, 3-minute breathing session or walk dinner, turkey with sweet potato, garlic, roasted broccoli, and olive oil, herbal tea, lemon balm, chamomile, or tulsi before bed. Bone broth or glycine flav magnesium, a 5-minute vagus activating breath work. Dark. Cool room for sleep. Kas TD STUIS and Q&A Emin Liaisons David Story Ahai. Achieving executive with panic attacks and gut issues. After adding fermented foods, cutting sugar, and doing vagus nerve breath work daily, his stress resilience returned in 5 weeks. How quickly can I feel better? Most gut shifts take 21 to 30 days, but better digestion and mood often emerge by week 2. Can gut health replace therapy or medication? No, it's not a replacement. It's foundational support. Combine with therapy or medication as needed. Are prebiotics necessary? Yes. They feed your good bacteria. Get them from garlic, onion, leeks, oats, green banana flour. Should I take a probiotic every day forever? Not necessarily. Focus on food diversity first. Use probiotics when stress is high or after antibiotics. Does stress really cause gut damage? Yes. It increases gut permeability, reduces digestion, and changes microbial populations. How do antibiotics affect mood? They kill both good and bad bacteria. After a round of antibiotics, many people report anxiety and fatigue. Restore flora aggressively afterward. What if I'm too busy to cook? Start small, swap one processed meal for a whole food bowl with greens plus fermented veg. Add prebiotic powder to a smoothie. Eat 30 different plants per week. Include 1 to 2 fermented foods per day. Avoid emulsifiers, artificial sweeteners, and seed oils. Support vagus nerve breathwork. Cold. Laughter supplement only with evidence. Backed strains include polyphenols and omega-3s. Improve sleep with glycine and magnesium repair post. Antibiotic gut health. Use bone broth, turkey, and pumpkin seeds for serotonin support. Track changes and stay consistent for 4 weeks. When it comes to stress, most people look to the brain. But true stress relief begins in the gut. Your microbiome is not passive. It's a dynamic, adaptive co-pilot, sending messages to your brain every second of every day. Those messages can say, you're safe, you're strong, you've got this. Or they can say, everything is a threat, be afraid, you're overwhelmed. The difference comes down to your gut and how you feed it, treat it, and support it. So my challenge to you is simple. Don't just try to mentally outmuscle stress. Build your biology for calm. Start today with 1 meal. Add 1 fermented food. Take 1 deep breath, then another, and another. Because when you align your gut with your brain, resilience isn't something you force. It's something you become. Thank you for your interest in science-based tools. If this helped you, share it with someone you care about. And remember, your biology is not fixed. It's adaptable, and it's listening to you. Until next time, be well and take care of your brain and body.